Here in this slide, you see a typical family with all their possessions in the UK, which is an advanced economy. In 2011, UK's GDP per person was $36,000. A negligible share of the population lives in extreme poverty. Defined here is less than $2 a day. A baby born in United Kingdom can expect a relatively healthy childhood. Only 5 out of 1,000 children die before reaching age. Educational attainment is high. Among children of high school age, 98% are in school. Let's look at this picture. Typical family with all their possessions in Mexico, a middle-income country. And in 2011, its GDP per person was 15,390. About 5% of the population lives on less than $2 a day, and 16 out of 1,000 children die before age 5. Among those of high school age, 71% are in school. A middle-income country's profile. Let's look at a poor country. Typical family with all their possessions in Mali, a poor country. And its GDP per person was only $1,040. Extreme poverty is the norm over there. More than 3/4 of the population lives on less than $2 per day. Life is often cut short. 176 out of 1,000 children die before age 5. And educational attainment in Mali is low. Among those of high school age, only 31% are in school. So by just looking at these pictures, we can understand that there are huge variations between the standards of livings. Let's look at this table. This is the table for income and growth around the world. And as you see that there are vast differences in living standards around the world. The incomes may range from $1,000 to $61,000 like in Singapore. And look at the United States. It's in 2012 average income per person, $50,000. It's 5 times higher than China, maybe 13 times higher than India. And the last column of the table, you see, shows the growth rates of the real GDP. So China, the growth rate is 7.5%. Every year, the Chinese economy between 1970 to 2012 average growth 7.5%. It doesn't mean that China every year grows 7.5%. Some years more than that, like 12%, 10%, some years 2-3%. But on average, Chinese economy grows. If you sum them up, all the numbers, and divide the number of years, you will find average it grows 7.5%. And these countries in this table are ordered by their growth rate from the most to the least rapid one. As you see, if you go down the table, you will see Chad grows around 0.6% average. This is the average number. And United States around 1.8% between 1970 to 2012. Again, it doesn't mean that United States grow every year 1.8%. Some years 3-4%, some years maybe 1%, but on average 1.8%. So what is interesting about this table? I want to mention several things. For instance, Singapore, you see Singapore $61,000 of income, was a poor country in 1960s, okay? So because now the rapid growth rate of Singapore, its incomes double rapidly, and then it becomes one of the richest countries in the world. And this is same true for China too. China is growing very fast during the 20 years. And one important thing is that it's not on this table, but United Kingdom in 1870 was the richest country in the world, with average income about 20% higher than that of United States and more than twice Canada's. Today, average income in United Kingdom is 25% below the United States and 7% below Canada. So this is important because one time you rich doesn't mean that you are going to stay rich forever. There is no guarantee that you will stay rich. So a couple of questions should come to your mind while looking at this table. First of all, let's question here. Why are some countries richer than others? Okay, why some have enjoying more living standard than the others? The second one is, why do some countries grow quickly while others seem stuck in a poverty trap? Like Chad, it's not growing too much. Or if you look at the Zimbabwe and Nigeria data, you'll see that they are not growing, but they are shrinking. So why some countries like Singapore is growing very fast, 5% on average, or China around 8% on average, while some countries are shrinking? And if we can answer this question, then we can be able to prescribe policies that may help raise growth rates and the long run living standards. So we are going to look at what policies may help raise growth rates and the long run living standards.